Welcome to Manifested Publishers.
Hello learners, my name is Stephen Kariungi, and today we continue with our topic of discussion, which is classification 2. Previously, we discussed the 5 kingdoms of taxonomy, whereby we learnt about kingdom Monera, kingdom Protoctista, and kingdom Fungi. So today, we shall embark on the 4th kingdom, and this is Kingdom Plantae. Now, in Kingdom Plantae, this is where we have all the different categories of plants. So generally, we have the plants here. And before we look at the specific plants that we have in the Kingdom Plantae, it is important to have a summary of the entire kingdom. And the first thing, we'll have a flow chart diagram, and that is the main kingdom, which is the Kingdom Plantae. And this kingdom is divided into divisions. In the Kingdom Plantae, we don't talk of the phyla, or we don't talk of the phylum, but instead we study divisions. So there are 3 divisions that we shall study under the Kingdom Plantae. So let's first of all have the 3 divisions emerging from there. The first division, we call it division Bryophyta. Division Bryophyta. Then we have another division, and this division is known as division Pteridophyta. Pteridophyta, a silent P. Then we have the largest division consisting of the highest number of members or different numbers of plants. This is the division Spermatophyta. So those are the 3 divisions that we have in the Kingdom Plantae. And as we have said earlier, in Kingdom Plantae, we don't use the word phylum. Phylum is used in other kingdoms like Kingdom Animalia, but we don't use phylum in Kingdom Plantae. Instead, we use division. So we have division Bryophyta, division Pteridophyta, and division Spermatophyta. Now, in the division Bryophyta, we'll take a few examples, e.g. the mosses and the liverworts. Those are the plants that we find in the division Bryophyta. These plants are not so advanced. They are the least advanced plants. Yeah? In fact, they lack a vascular system. They don't have a vascular system. But we shall get into the details about them individually. Then when you go to division Pteridophyta, this division is a little bit advanced in terms of the size, in terms of complexity, and so on and so forth. So here we have members, e.g. ferns, what is usually referred to as the fern plant. We have the horsetails, and so on and so forth. So those are the examples that we have in the division Pteridophyta. Note here, the spellings are very, very important. And then also good to note that the first letter of the division should be capitalized. Pteridophyta, Spermatophyta. Also, this one should be capitalized. Also for Bryophyta. It's a requirement when you're writing the taxonomic units. Any of the taxonomic units known as the taxons, whether at kingdom level, the phylum or division level, class, order, family, they should be written, the name should start with a capital letter. Then we have the division Spermatophyta. And before we give the examples here, we are going to divide division Spermatophyta into two subdivisions. So here we have subdivisions. We have two subdivisions. And we have a subdivision that is known as gymnospermaphyta. Gymno, not gymo, but gymno. Gymnospermaphyta is one of the subdivisions. We look at it in more details as we continue. Then we have another subdivision of the division Spermatophyta. And here we refer to it as the subdivision angiospermaphyta. Angiospermaphyta. So we have the gymnospermaphyta and we have the angiospermaphyta. So the gymnospermaphyta is what is referred to as the gymnosperms, the so-called gymnosperms. And basically, these are the plants that, that have their seeds not born within the fruit. The seeds are not enclosed within the fruit. In other words, we refer to them as naked seeds. Their seeds are naked. They also do not have, they are not also born from flowers. So the seeds are not born from the flowers, but instead they are born from the cones. They are born from the cones. In the subdivision angiospermaphyta, what is referred to as the angiosperms, these are the plants that, that are a little bit more advanced, and these are the common flower-bearing plants. They bear flowers, and of course, those flowers are the ones that later form seeds that are enclosed within the fruits. So here we are saying that the seeds are enclosed. So here we have naked seeds. Naked seeds, or seeds that are not enclosed within the fruit. E.g., for example, the pines. The pines, the cypress, you'll find the seeds are just naked. They are not enclosed. Then we have the angio, the seeds enclosed within the fruit. Within the fruit. The angiospermaphyta, we'll also divide it further. We'll also divide it a little bit further into now the classes. We have the classes. And there are some two common classes that we have. We have class Monocotyledonae and class Dicotyledonae. That's why we have the dicotyledonous plants and the monocotyledonous plants. So those ones are part of the angiospermaphyta. So we have the class Dicotyledonae, and then we have the class Monocotyledonae. the class Monocotyledonae. So basically, this is a summary. This is a summary of the entire Kingdom Plantae. We have 3 divisions that we shall be studying: division Bryophyta, division Pteridophyta, division Spermatophyta. Division Bryophyta, which I have said are the least advanced. We have the mosses and the liverworts, the moss plant, the liverworts, and so on and so forth. Division Pteridophyta, we have the ferns and the hostels. These ones are a little bit more advanced. Division Spermatophyta, we have not given examples because we have so many examples. We have first of all split the division into 2 subdivisions. The subdivision Gymnospermaphyta, the subdivision Angiospermaphyta. Then we have said that the Gymnospermaphyta have naked seeds. The Angiospermaphyta, the seeds are enclosed within the fruit. And then finally we have gone into the class level. The Angiospermaphyta are divided into class Dicotyledonae and class Monocotyledonae. So of course, later we'll look at each one of these in more details.
Welcome to Manifested Publishers,